California in flames, the wildfires that shook the world's fifth largest economy. The devastating wildfires in Los Angeles began on Tuesday, January 7, 2025, with the ignition of the Palisades Fire in Pacific Palisades and the Eaton Fire in the Altadena-Pasadena region. The Palisades Fire started in the Pacific Palisades area, rapidly spreading due to strong Santa Ana winds and dry conditions. Similarly, the Eaton Fire ignited in Eaton Canyon near Altadena and Pasadena, with residents reporting flames near electrical towers. Both fires have caused significant destruction, leading to numerous evacuations and loss of property. Wildfires in Los Angeles caused widespread devastation, affecting numerous communities and leading to the loss of many homes, including those of several prominent celebrities. Celebrities who lost their homes: Paris Hilton, the socialite's Malibu residence was destroyed by the fires. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt, the couple's home, was among those lost in the disaster. Leighton Meester and Adam Brody, the actor's property, was consumed by the flames. Miles Teller, the actor's residence, was destroyed in the wildfires. Milo Ventimiglia, the This Is Us star's home, was among those reduced to ashes. Eugene Levy, the actor's property, was lost in the fires. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, the actress's home, was destroyed by the wildfires. Anthony Hopkins, the acclaimed actor's residence, was among those destroyed. Ricki Lake, the television personality, lost her home in the disaster. Mel Gibson, the actor and director's Malibu house, was burned down while he was away in Austin. Billy Crystal, the comedian and actor's home, was among those destroyed. Cary Elwes, the Princess Bride actor, lost his residence to the fires. Ed Harris, the actor's property, was consumed by the wildfires. Anna Faris, the actress's home, was among those destroyed. Jeff Bridges, the actor's residence, was lost in the fires. John Goodman, the actor's property, was among those destroyed. Kobe Smulders and Taran Killam, the couple's home, was consumed by the flames. Mandy Moore, the singer and actress's property, was destroyed in the wildfires. Bella Hadid, the model, shared heartbreaking pictures of her childhood home on fire, expressing her devastation. Ryan O'Neal, the late actor's Malibu home, was destroyed, as confirmed by his daughter, Tatum O'Neal. Impact on the entertainment industry. The destruction of these homes has had a profound impact on the entertainment community, with many celebrities expressing their grief and solidarity with fellow victims. The loss of personal memorabilia, artworks, and irreplaceable items has been particularly heartbreaking for those affected. Community response. In the wake of the disaster, many celebrities have joined efforts to support relief initiatives, using their platforms to raise awareness and funds for those affected by the wildfires. The collective response underscores the resilience and unity of the Los Angeles community during this challenging time. Los Angeles faced a series of catastrophic wildfires that resulted in significant loss of life, property, and environmental damage. The primary fires, the Palisades Fire, Eaton Fire, and Hearst Fire, were driven by a combination of severe drought, powerful Santa Ana winds, and dry conditions, creating a perfect storm for disaster. Causes of the wildfires. The origins of these fires are under investigation, but several contributing factors have been identified. Drought conditions. Southern California experienced 8 months without measurable rainfall, leading to moderate drought conditions. This prolonged dryness created an abundance of parched vegetation, providing ample fuel for wildfires. Santa Ana winds. A strong, high-pressure system over the Great Basin generated steep pressure gradients, resulting in powerful Santa Ana winds. These katabatic winds funneled cooler, dense inland air through mountain passes toward warmer coastal regions, with gusts reaching up to 100 miles per hour. The winds not only fanned the flames but also carried embers over long distances, igniting new fires. Climate change. Long-term climate change has intensified weather patterns, increasing the frequency and severity of droughts and heat waves in California. These conditions have made the region more susceptible to wildfires. The Palisades Fire. The Palisades Fire ignited on January 7, 2025, in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood. Fueled by strong winds and dry conditions, it rapidly spread across the Santa Monica Mountains, reaching Malibu by January 13. The fire had consumed over 40,588 acres, destroyed more than 5,300 structures, and resulted in at least 24 fatalities. It became the most destructive fire in Los Angeles history, surpassing the 2008 Saya fire. The Eaton Fire. The Eaton Fire began on the evening of January 7th in Eaton Canyon near Altadena. It quickly spread through the San Gabriel Mountains, affecting communities including Altadena, Pasadena, and Sierra Madre. As of January 13th, the fire had burned approximately 14,117 acres, destroyed over 7,000 structures, and caused 24 deaths. Evacuation orders impacted over 100,000 residents. The Hearst Fire. The Hearst Fire erupted late on January 7th in the Sylmar area. Although smaller in scale, burning around 799 acres, it posed significant threats to residential areas and critical infrastructure. The fire led to the evacuation of over 3,000 residents and destroyed numerous structures. Investigations are ongoing to determine if faulty electrical equipment played a role in its ignition. Casualties and damage collectively. These wildfires have resulted in at least 25 confirmed fatalities, with several individuals still missing. Over 22 people have sustained injuries, and more than 94,000 residents have been evacuated from their homes. The fires have destroyed or damaged over 12,401 structures, including residential homes, commercial buildings, and cultural landmarks. The economic impact is staggering, with projected losses reaching up to $275 billion. Emergency response and challenges. Firefighting efforts have involved over 15,000 first responders, including local firefighters and international support teams. Advanced firefighting aircraft have been deployed to drop flame retardants and water over the affected areas. Despite these efforts, containment has been challenging due to the relentless winds and dry conditions. As of January 14th, the Palisades fire is 14% contained and the Eaton fire is 33% contained. The situation has been further complicated by power outages affecting millions, hindering communication and evacuation efforts. Additionally, instances of looting and burglary have been reported in evacuated areas, leading to several arrests. Authorities have implemented curfews and increased law enforcement presence to maintain order. Impact on Hollywood and local communities. The wildfires have significantly disrupted daily life in Los Angeles, including the entertainment industry. Numerous premieres, events, and film and TV productions have been cancelled or postponed. Several celebrities have lost their homes, and iconic landmarks like the Griffith Observatory and Getty Center have been temporarily closed. Local communities are grappling with the loss of homes and businesses. Evacuation centers have been established to provide shelter and resources for displaced residents. However, the sheer scale of the disaster has strained available resources, highlighting the need for comprehensive disaster preparedness and response strategies. Environmental consequences. Beyond the immediate destruction, the wildfires have caused significant environmental damage. The loss of vegetation increases the risk of landslides and flooding, particularly during the upcoming rainy season. Air quality has deteriorated due to the massive amounts of smoke and ash, posing health risks to residents, especially those with respiratory conditions. Looking forward, as firefighting efforts continue, attention is turning toward recovery and rebuilding. Authorities are conducting investigations to determine the exact causes of the fires and assess the effectiveness of current wildfire prevention measures. The disaster has reignited discussions on climate change, urban planning, and the need for resilient infrastructure to mitigate the impact of such catastrophic events in the future. In conclusion, the January 2025 wildfires in Los Angeles have been a stark reminder of the region's vulnerability to natural disasters. The combination of environmental factors and possibly human-related causes created a scenario that led to unprecedented destruction. Despite being the world's most powerful superpower, With all its technological and economic strength, the United States has failed to extinguish the raging wildfire in Los Angeles, California. Why did this fire break out, and what is its true cause? California is the fifth largest economy globally, yet today Los Angeles in California is engulfed in flames. Which prominent personalities' homes have these flames destroyed? Why are insurance companies terrified? Is this divine punishment, natural calamity, or a result of climate change? Welcome to the VLC podcast with Dr. Nazir Baig. Assalamu alaikum. A fire once ignited can become uncontrollable due to a little negligence, carelessness, or delay. When it burns as hatred, revenge, or jealousy within the heart, it can destroy a person completely. In its literal form, fire can turn lush forests into heaps of blazing embers and render thriving settlements desolate. For the past 6 days, Los Angeles in California has been engulfed in flames. The vibrant and lively city has now become a blazing inferno with fire raging everywhere. Thousands of buildings have been reduced to ashes. Despite all its power, technology, and resources, America seems helpless in the face of this calamity. So far, it has been unable to control this wildfire. Nature doesn't seem to favor Hollywood these days, as there's no sign of rain on the horizon. Strong winds in the region are further fanning the flames and causing the fire to spread uncontrollably. What is the real reason behind this wildfire? Is it a natural disaster, a deliberate conspiracy, or divine wrath? How many homes have been burned? How many lives have been lost? How much financial damage has occurred? Why are insurance companies gripped with fear? In this video, we'll attempt to answer all these questions, but first let's learn a bit more about California to understand its importance. Within America, California is not just another state, it is an economic and cultural powerhouse with global influence. With a GDP of nearly $4 trillion, it is the largest economy in the US and the fifth largest globally. It surpasses countries like India, the UK, and France in economic strength. Silicon Valley, known as the global hub of technology, is located here. Central Valley farmers grow over 230 types of crops, producing 80% of the world's almonds and 90% of America's processed tomatoes and wine. Geographically, California boasts incredible diversity, from Lake Tahoe to the Redwood National and State Parks. Home to the entertainment industry, Hollywood, California produces films and TV shows that shape global pop culture. San Diego is home to the world's largest naval fleet at its naval base, reflecting its military significance. California's population of nearly 39 million makes it the most populous state in the US, equivalent to Canada's population. With the highest number of electoral votes, California plays a decisive role in US presidential elections. Beyond politics, its cultural influence extends to sports, hosting iconic teams like the Lakers, Dodgers, and 49ers. Northern California's Napa Valley is renowned for its wine production, hosting over 400 wineries. San Francisco, with its Golden Gate Bridge, symbolizes innovation and progress. California is a world in itself with unparalleled geography, culture, and economic power. Now let's examine why these wildfires are occurring. In recent years, California has faced devastating wildfires that have wreaked havoc across the state. Tens of thousands of residents have been forced to evacuate their homes. The unique geography and climate of Southern California play a significant role in these wildfires. Most moisture from the Pacific Ocean doesn't reach Southern California, leaving the region dry. A persistent high-pressure zone prevents rain during the summer months. This dry weather leads to conditions ripe for wildfires, with dry vegetation waiting to ignite. While Southern California experiences brief rainfall in winter, 2024 was an exceptionally dry year. Global temperatures rose by 1.5 degrees Celsius, leading to extreme heat and prolonged droughts. Dry shrubs and plants have accumulated, creating fuel for these wildfires. Powerful Santa Ana winds have exacerbated the situation, spreading the fire even further. Over 21,500 acres of land have been engulfed, and only 8% of the fire has been contained. So far, this fire has devastated northern Los Angeles and continues to rage in areas like Altadena. It is the second largest fire in the region, having burned approximately 14,000 acres. With only 3% containment achieved, at least 1,000 buildings have been destroyed in the affected areas. The fire spreading in Hearst began just north of San Fernando on Tuesday night. Despite firefighters' efforts, it has expanded to 670 acres. Another fire, the Deer Fire, ignited on Wednesday afternoon in the Eaton Canyon area of northern Los Angeles, covering around 300 acres but has since been fully contained. In contrast, the Kenneth Fire has affected 1,000 acres, with 50% containment reported. A more recent fire broke out on Friday at Archer, impacting 19 acres and remains uncontrolled. The Hollywood Hills area, close to the famous Hollywood sign, has also been affected. Although fires at Sunset, Woodley and Olivers have been brought under control, the uncontained fires have left thousands homeless, with over 500,000 people evacuated from affected areas, and thousands more on alert. Authorities have issued evacuation orders for landmarks such as Dolby Theatre, where the Oscars are held annually, Hollywood Bowl, and the Hollywood Walk of Fame. 11 people are currently missing, with search efforts ongoing. The dual challenge of fire containment and maintaining law and order is evident, as 20 individuals have been arrested in Los Angeles County for theft in fire-stricken areas. Efforts to combat the blaze include thousands of trained firefighters working day and night. Additionally, 900 inmates serving minor sentences are participating in relief operations. The Navy has deployed 10 helicopters and the military is using 2 C-130 aircraft to drop chemical-laden water from the air. Neighboring countries Mexico and Canada have also sent dozens of relief workers to assist Los Angeles. When asked about the cause of the fire, American scientists attribute it to climate change, while local experts blame prolonged drought and rising ground temperatures. However, many residents believe deliberate arson might be responsible. Authorities are investigating this possibility after a new fire broke out in West Hills on Thursday, leading to the arrest of a suspect. The fires have caused damages estimated to exceed billions of dollars, with over 12,000 structures, including homes, farmhouses, commercial buildings, and places of worship, either completely or partially destroyed. Among the hardest hit areas is Pacific Palisades, where approximately 5,300 buildings have been reduced to ashes. This area is home to Hollywood stars and billionaires, many of whom have taken to social media to share the devastation of losing their homes. Notable losses include the beach house of songwriter Diane Warren, who has been nominated for an Oscar 15 times, and mansions belonging to actors Ben Affleck, Miles Teller, and Mandy Moore. Even a lottery winner's dream home worth $25 million was destroyed. Several Hollywood celebrities have evacuated their luxurious homes for safety. The fires have disrupted numerous events, including film shoots, premieres, and TV shows. The announcement of the 97th Academy Awards nominations, originally scheduled for January 17th, has been postponed to January 19th. Similarly, the Writers Guild of America has delayed its annual awards nominations. While the government has yet to announce a comprehensive recovery plan, the California administration has arranged temporary accommodations for the displaced in hotels and residential buildings, with assurances of covering rent and utility bills for the next 3 months. However, many prefer to stay with friends or relatives. The federal government has approved additional funds for relief operations, although President Donald Trump has criticized the handling of firefighting efforts, citing a severe water shortage and planning failures. California officials, however, have dismissed his claims as baseless and emphasized their ongoing efforts to control the situation. With no rain forecasted for at least a week, conditions remain challenging.